Preliminary findings from the coroner in an officer-involved shooting leave as many questions as they provide answers.
Today, the coroner reported that Ryan Hinton had 3 bullet wounds, potentially caused by 2 bullets. David Winter was at the coroner's news conference, which in and of itself was controversial. David?
Yes, it was, Paula. The coroner was going to release her findings last week, but postponed when the prosecutor served her with a grand jury subpoena. The prosecutor had said that she wanted all the information from the case gathered before releasing any of it. The coroner flinched, then followed through with releasing her report today.
We wanted to present you with the actual facts and not have conjecture out there with somebody saying this and somebody saying this, and and it's all confusing, and then the tensions are going up. So let me provide you with the actual facts.
And here they are. The coroner says Ryan Hinton received 3 bullet wounds when he was shot by police. In no particular order, one shows a bullet went into his forearm and exited his forearm without hitting bone. Another bullet wound shows a bullet entered his left armpit, hit a rib, went through part of his heart, and exited the center of his chest. A third wound shows a bullet went into the back of his shoulder, traveled along his back just under the skin, and lodged at the base of his skull, still just under the skin. The coroner says the bullet that killed Hinton was the one that hit his heart. The big question, how did the bullet pierce Hinton's side and then exit through the center of his chest?
Does that mean he was shot from slightly behind?
No, it was straight from the side. It did contact a rib on the way. So, as you know, when projectiles, when they hit something solid, they tend to deflect.
Ann Samarco says 3 bullet wounds may have been caused by just 2 bullets if Hinton had his arm back when he was shot, causing the bullet that hit his arm to continue into his chest. That explanation did not appear to satisfy the attorneys for the Hinton family. After they watched the press conference on Local12.com, they sent a statement saying, "It appears that the information provided by Cincinnati's police chief during her press conference on May 2nd is inconsistent with what the Hamilton County coroner presented today." Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi has said publicly Hinton pointed his gun at the officer and the officer felt threatened, so he shot him. Hinton was found with a gun by his side after he was shot. An underlying disagreement about the case between the coroner and the prosecutor was also front and center at today's press conference. The coroner was going to hold today's press conference late last week, but she canceled when she received a grand jury subpoena from the prosecutor about her findings.
Are you afraid that having this press conference is going to in any way hamper the prosecutor's efforts?
I am here simply presenting facts.
And those facts so critical in determining whether the prosecutor decides this was a justified shooting by Cincinnati police or decides to seek charges against the officer. Prosecutor Connie Pillich said in a statement today, "This is one part of the investigation. We are going to wait to discuss this case until we have all of the evidence and do a complete review." And that review is still at least weeks away. Paula?
All right, David, and you can watch the entire coroner news conference from today on Local 12's YouTube channel.